Namaste and La Catch, my family, and welcome to another morning coffee with Rion and
Isabella Green.
We are here today in the beautiful Sedona. Some amazing things have transpired, and we have lots of information and downloads for you guys as far as some of the things that are going on planet Earth, some of the things to focus on, and some of the amazing ways that our soul families are working together throughout time and space and multiple dimensions, right, of realities, based upon those three probabilities, right, of us actually ascertaining that highest level or highest probability for us and our family. Without further ado, Isa wants to share some things based upon her experience and how you had some downloads that could greatly assist them.
Yeah, it's been interesting, guys, lately. I've been coming across a lot of people who are becoming aware of their incarnations in times where they were prominent figures in human history. That started happening with myself as well. I all of a sudden, I'm always out there hanging out with higher selves and other dimensions and then checking out planets and all that. And all of a sudden I'm seeing my incarnations on Earth here in medieval times on battlefields and centuries and centuries of these incarnations. One day after the next, one meditation after the next, I'm just seeing that. And so I started saying, what is this all about? Why am I seeing these people at the moment of their death? And I'm able to experience them on that timeline. I'm able to experience myself observing them, and I'm also experiencing the presence or being aware of the presence of the guides and guardians and the higher selves that are participating in that. And I started posting about it on Facebook, and all of a sudden I'm getting responses and emails and calls and messages from many people from all over the world, from Australia, from London, from Europe, from all over the US, people saying, hey, you know what, I'm seeing all this weird, powerful incarnations as well. Not to mention our Sedona family here, who are hands-on in all times, clearing all kinds of stuff for humanity. And here we're all coming across incarnations where we were powerful figures in history of humanity, that we had a powerful effect on the whole entire history of humanity from centuries ago. And so why is this happening? I started questioning that, and I started getting answers, and here's what I wanted to share with you. I believe that at this time we are not only clearing spaces around us here in this physical incarnation, this physical space, on this physical timeline, but we're also clearing incarnations of our soul streams from other timelines that are connected directly to us. We're able to travel back there and meet these people at the moment of their passing into a different realm. You know that whole story about the angels reaching down to you when you're about to die, and all of a sudden you see that light shining and you're being pulled to a whole different, more evolved dimension, perhaps? Well, this is what we're doing with our powerful incarnations. And of course, an ego is going to have a field day here if someone comes across the incarnation and say, oh, I was Jeanne d'Arc, for example, or I was King Arthur, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, I need to lead the war here, and I need to repeat all that old energy here on Earth. But guys, no. The work right now is not to pull that old energy down here and play that character here. The work that we're doing here for humanity is going back there and clearing them, those timelines, and clearing that old energy from those old timelines to assist humanity move to a whole new dimension. This is global. We are all becoming aware of those incarnations. I believe that this is the work. You can actually experience yourself as that being, as the observer, and as the higher selves, all standing around, lifting those dark times out of the whole fabric of human experience, so that we as a collective can move to a whole new dimension. So there you have it.
Game on. Here we go. Switch it up a little bit for you. I am eternal. I am eternal. I am eternal. I am eternal. Energy is an eternal force. The energy which pulses through you is an eternal force. We are in a temporary transitionary mode in which we are in the physical, inside of these suits, these bodies, experiencing the physical. The multiple timelines are collapsing. The space in between timelines is compressing. The bridge space between timelines and parallel realities is getting closer and closer together. That being so, the bridge or portals between realms, between realities, is getting close enough that some of us are now being able to bridge reality gaps. You're being able to jump the probability timelines based upon your polarity and vibration and access some of the deeper things in the Akashic and in the history of Earth in order for the entire collective of Earth to raise its frequency collectively and make this jump in a very graceful and divine manner. Again, you are an eternal being. 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 I've been in deep meditation about how I can assist my family, especially with those that have crossed over, and how I can renegotiate their soul contracts and agreements in the afterlife to pay off more of their karma, hence transmute more of the collective consciousness, not just in 3D, but 4D, and in the afterlife, and the spirit world, whatever vocabulary term you would like to use, okay, in order to maximize the efficiency of the transmutation needed right now on Earth. Okay, so here's the lesson plan of which I have discussed with my highest self in order to assist you with that. I will give this to you as a story and an experience I recently just had when I was introduced to a very divine light worker. And she was explaining to me, I don't meet many fellow grid workers or those that actually get sent to battlefields or mass graves or things on Earth to assist in transmuting the karma, the consciousness, and truly the pain and suffering of a specific area here on Earth. Here's what I experienced. The lady was explaining to me that she had to go to Haiti, and she had to go to the mass burial ground about 1.5 years ago, 2 years, where 150,000 people were buried in Haiti. Okay? When she was there and she was doing her job, her father kind of chimed in when she was in my presence. And then I asked her, "Where is your father now?" And she told me that he passed away 7 years ago. And I explained to her, well, he's not, he's right with you right now. And I explained to her that that soul contract or that agreement he made to leave this plane of existence so that he could support you in a more dynamic way from the other side based upon your obligation of what you were destined to do here on Earth.
Right.
Us starseeds, us fellow angelics, us Palladians, us Earth Alliance guys out there, all the sentient beings who wish to have a more abundant reality for all, this I share with you. I thought to myself, and I asked my guides, I was like, what exactly can be done in upgrading her father in order to properly protect her while she's doing some of these global activations for planet Earth and this collective here on Earth? And what I got to was another reference of my own grandfather who had passed. After I cleared the Trail of Tears in Oklahoma, I was strong enough at that point to call my grandfather up from his spiritual reality, and I spoke to my grandfather, Scotty. And I basically was like, "Hey, Grandpa, how are you doing? How's the afterlife?" type of a conversation. And the main poise or the main concern of mine was, is he gonna be able to make this jump with me and go where I'm going, because I loved my grandpa. And after discussing this with him, my highest self basically gave out a lesson plan. 4D, the time is much faster than in 3D. I'm not sure if it's 5 times the speed or 10 times the speed, so 1 year here is maybe 10 or 20 or 30 years, maybe even more in 4D. They told me that in order for him to make this jump with me into that highest probability from the afterlife, he would have to do 40 years, day in, day out, of service to others to get his frequency and vibration up to the level necessary to make the jump. Okay. So, going back to the amazing light worker, Lynn, and what she had to function with her father, I thought to myself, what wouldn't be a greater motivation for a family member who has passed on, a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a best friend? Then not only, when people pass on and very empathic people always say, oh, grandma's here, grandpa's here, those that can speak, using their throat chakras into multiple dimensional planes. Here's what I wanted to offer, straight from my highest self to you. If you are a light worker, if you are doing large activations, mind you, I had to kind of shove my way into those angelic courts with this new paperwork, mind you. This was not like a granted thing. I have some very powerful, empathic, amazing beings that I'm in contact with that are day in, day out, busting their hump to make this world a better place. This is for you. I negotiated a agreement that if you are one of those beings that truly want to lift humanity up, okay? There is an agreement you can make with past loved ones to actually have a greater curriculum in their afterlife to actually assist you in your global activations as you raise the vibration of planet Earth. Not individually, like help me pick what job I want. No. I need to go to, for example, some places where Isa was talking about where maybe a lot of trauma and tragedy took place. I got into my center, I got into my heart, I got with my angelic guides, my highest self, God, Source, Yahweh, whatever this is for you. And I'm here to be a vessel down here on Earth to assist the planet in raising its vibration. If you use the proper verbiage, and if you're those who have passed on, you have to meditate now. Like, this is some advanced stuff. It's not like you got to meditate, be able to communicate, be able to know your higher selves and negotiate at a certain level. My thing was like, I would love to have my grandpa, my Syrian druid grandpa, on my right hand side, fully armored with me, spear out, I got you, grandson, let's go do this. That gave me so much joy and so much transmutation to have my family with me. So I offer this gift to you as you request this, with those who truly love you and those that you really carry in your heart to come with you on this journey. Have them pay off all of their karma in the afterlife through your actions, and you ascend together. That is what I wish.
All right,
Okay.
Ryan, thank you. That was strong.
Yeah. I love you guys. Okay, Isa, go right ahead.
On that note, I got involved recently. I got pulled in through my client work, because everything that I know comes to me through my client work. And what Ryan talks about is one of those cases, or similar cases that I got to work with as well. And so through my clients just coming to me and asking me to talk to their loved ones from the other side, I started doing this kind of work. And it is true that your beloved ones are around you, but they really would be assisting you on the level where your consciousness is. Oh, help me find a rich husband, and yeah, the grandma will be like, okay, go over here and meet this dude and it'll be a rich husband. But we, as Ryan just mentioned, we want to bring these people with us onto a whole new level to raise their help to us,
ability to serve,
their ability to serve out of that whole 3D realm onto the level that we're all moving to, helping humanity. This is what we're here for, and so let's invite them too. I actually do sessions now, connecting with the loved ones from the other side, and it just started happening all by itself, you know, in parallel with seeing my own streamlines, the streams of soul, or my own soul journeys in different dimensions and different timelines here too, and also seeing streamlines of souls of my clients and the people who want to connect to their deceased ones. So if you guys feel you'd like to connect in that way and do not yet know how to do it yourselves, then I am available at isabellagreen.com. And I'm available to assist you with that, to help you have your closures, and also ask your questions, and also invite your loved ones to join you on this powerful journey of ascension, really.
Yay! My thing is that these three probable timelines, right? Here's the bottom, here's the middle, here's the highest probability. The issue is that even those who have passed on, or those your soul family who, you know, looks on upon you and all your great deeds, you know, all of my fellow light workers out there, to understand you're trying to get grandpa and grandma out of here to maybe at least get to the middle probability, and for some of us even that highest probability, to understand everything is an agreement, everything is something in your soul that you have already agreed to. My goal is to remind you that in your great deeds, in your great works, allow your family, your soul family, to assist you and aid them in renegotiating what they need to do. To be clear, what I mean is, if your past family member is living in a reality where they seem very happy, okay, let's just say this, it's different to ask them and go, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, mom, dad, I need you to go back to college. I need you to follow this angel into a high school type of a college situation. I need to retrain you to be able to assist me down here in 3D and what I'm trying to do. It's a lesson plan. It's not simply a request. It is an agreement and a work ethic on both sides of this veil to make that happen, for that request to go through. So I want you to understand, you have to meet the universe halfway. This is an agreement between you and them and how they will assist you. You carry everything with your heart. And for many of us light workers that do a lot of our work solo, it's a very important thing to understand, to ask not only your spirit guides and your higher selves, but hey, where's my dad? Where's my mom? Can they also be a part of my soul stream, not as an observer from a distance, but as a participant in my game, in my stream, assisting me day in, day out? Can you please assist them and their higher selves with the training necessary to assist me for the maximum efficiency, to raise the probability ratio in their existence, pay off their karma in whatever they needed to experience there, okay? And join me in the vibration, right, as this planet raises its vibration, and ride that wave up. My name is Rion.
And I am Isabella Green.
Love you guys so much. I can also help you guys out with some of your questions at ascensionleague.com. And if you guys have any of your energy tool needs, check out etherictech.com. Isa's at isabellagreen.com. It's been an amazing pleasure to be with you guys here today. Just know that we are here day in, day out, assisting in negotiating terms for planet Earth, and our only hope and goal and want and love is to raise this planet's vibration with our family. Namaste.